Hello everybody, I fell down. New boat. Okay. Hello everybody, I'm here with Methods.
Hello.
And today we want to show you this infinitely ice platform maker. So this was an idea we had for a long time. Helvins had this idea after watching SimplySarc's video about the possibility to push armor stands with frostwalker boots, and finally with the observer blocks we made a version that works pretty well. So here we are in the end, and you already see the benefits. We made a 1500 block long ice pathway, and any second we should reach the duper. So we are at 1500 already at the boats. You go at approximately 40 blocks per second, and here we are. So Methods is already arriving. He helped a lot with the duper. It's compacting it, and it's quite nice. Maybe we'll explain first how it works. So over here, that's a mock-up of the system. Here we push a sticky piston one forward, and this observer would instantly activate him, and then it grabs a frosted ice block. Okay. Alright, so then the frosted ice block is moved over this position, forms a water source, and the water source forming. After that we have 6 water sources. And then the next step, we just have to push the armor stand of the frostwalker boot one forward, and then repeat the process. I guess we have to just push it. Okay. Yeah, and the big array here basically does the same, just stacked it a lot. So this is a 35 wide version. In the intro I showed you, I think, a 110 wide version, and just have to remove this immovable block, and then update the piston in the back here. And this one once more. Then it would start. And the machine moves at 1.1 meters per second. Yeah, this ice machine is especially useful in the end dimension, in the overworld. If you're working at daylight, then the frosted ice would melt. It would also do that in the end. But since there's no skylight in the end dimension, the ice would stay as long as you don't melt it with a block source. Okay, here we are back at the overworld, of course at nighttime, so the ice doesn't melt. And you could use the frosted ice in order to make smoothstone out of it. So Methods do the lava fill command. So the lava would melt the frosted ice and then would instantly turn into cobblestone, or smoothstone even. But yeah, don't run this machine in your overworld at a really high altitude, because if all the ice sources would melt at once, there's a chance with the water spreading that it would crash your server. So you can see we already have a lot of frame problems here, so be careful with it in the overworld. So as I said, the design is tileable, and you could even build another platform right next to it. So you just need to cut off this little part here on the side for the next machine, and then you could build it on this side here. Then it would fit exactly. So here on the side we just have those railings so the ice doesn't flow out, but you could use the ice from the first flying machine as a railing. So you just have to cut out the side, and then you could make an infinitely wide platform out of it. So I would say let's start with a short tutorial. So here we already built up the bottom part. It's quite easy. Maybe we'll repeat it once. Maybe Method can build it up.
Sure.
So that's the outside part. Then we also need to attach some observers at the bottom here. And one in the back here. And this one is moved to the back a little bit, so the slime blocks don't touch each other. So it's pretty straightforward.
Every piston gets powered by an observer, basically.
Yeah.
Here you have these cases where you can power 2 of them with 1 observer.
Okay. And then we'll just add those slime blocks here. Then a normal piston every second block. Okay, can connect those slime blocks, put an observer on the top, and then we could push this whole structure. And here we just have instant. So this is synchronized. If I would update the first piston here, would update this flying machine here or engine, and then everything, all of them would react at the same time, as you can see here. So then we could chain it again. So here we would have the next segment with normal pistons and so on, and this way you can infinitely stack it. Okay, now let's continue with this 5-wide design. If you want to see how this is tileable, you should check out the world download. But let's continue with the 5-wide design. So here we put down some ice. And in the middle we place an armor stand with frostwalker 2 boots. Maybe methods can place those.
I have them.
Alright. Here we need just some sticky pistons. And a normal block iron. Okay. Also some blocks on the side here, so they would prevent the water from leaking. This saves on lag, because water spreading down would cause a lot of lag. So in the back here we place this observer which powers this iron block. Then we put another slime block on top, and the whole thing will be pushed by a normal piston right here. Okay, now in the back of this sticky, no, it's a normal piston, put down the slime block structure. This would push the armor stand, and then on top place down an observer. And how do we have it?
Redstone
like
block.
this. Redstone block on top, normal piston. Then again, slime block in the back here.
Oh, normal block.
Normal block?
Yep.
Oh, normal block, okay. Then sticky piston, slime block, and a normal block, and a redstone block on top. Okay, now we also need to fill up this trench here with water. And now we can connect the bottom and the top part. So methods, go ahead. So first he removes the redstone blocks so it doesn't accidentally activate the machine. Now he places down normal blocks against it. Here he goes out by 3 blocks. And here we have a sticky piston observer on top. Directly in front of the sticky piston another slime block. So this will be moved forward by 1. And the sticky piston would grab this part here and drags it along. Now he adds a normal piston and a redstone block on top. And this is connected to the caterpillar engines. So here we chain 2 caterpillar engines. So in total this machine would move every 18 game ticks. That's approximately 1.1 times per second. So those are sticky pistons, normal pistons, slime blocks in between. Now it connects the second caterpillar engine to the first one. And this will be updated by this block here. Now let's add all the redstone blocks again that we need. Okay. It's also important that this slime block tower here never touches the frosted ice, because it would drag it along. Okay, I think we're done here. Would also recommend to put in a non-movable block first. So if I update or start the machine, just would move 1 block. Ready to go, methods?
Yep.
Okay, let's try.
Good.
And I think the first time there's always some leakage. I guess that's normal. Let's try it once more. So now, it fills it up better with ice.
Yeah.
So I guess
The first time, sometimes the armor stand does not make ice. We don't know why.
maybe if you would use frosted ice here instead of the normal ice blocks, this shouldn't be a problem. Okay, let's move it a few blocks so you can see it really works. Now we could also add an AFK spot. So if you want to AFK, for example, in the end dimension, if you want to go out to faraway entities to raid some entities for shulker shells. By the way, this machine is 8 high, so you could even fly under the lowest end islands. So if you build it as low as possible, then you wouldn't even collide with the end islands and could make a pathway below. Also, I tested it out before. If you use boats and go in a straight line, you would move at 40 or 39 blocks per second. So if you want to go out 10,000 blocks with this ice highway, this would just take you 4 minutes. Okay, now let's add the AFK spot. Here you add 2 more slime blocks, and here another block. Then place a rail here, put a minecart on top, let it fall down. And now I could sit here, and by removing and placing a non-movable block, you could stop the engine again. Okay, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye.